This is Land of the Culture, episode 2828 in this book.
Yes, sir. We are live on air.
This is your boy Howie and my man
Kurt. What's up, y'all?
You know what I'm saying? We got a little new stuff around here. You know, we got the little on air sign where we on air, online, whatever.
Yep.
You know,
yes, sir.
I can't read.
Neither one of us can read,
Yeah,
so
you know what I'm saying? So we got that going. And Curtis has blessed us.
Yeah, we getting ready to do a little taste test. We're gonna kick the episode off, episode 28, with a little taste test. I got us some Ghostface Killah Koffee.
The Ghostface Killah!
Yes, sir. All right, so here we go. So we got 3 kinds, but we're going to try one today. So we got marble cake. Yeah.
Okay.
We got vanilla milkshake.
Yep.
And we got Shaolin cannoli.
Shaolin cannoli.
So that's what we trying today, that Shaolin cannoli.
Shaolin cannoli.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm going to put a little bit of sugar in it and then see how it goes from there.
I'm going to drink mine straight up first.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put the cream.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea.
I'm not going to lie, and this is not me trying to plug the coffee. It smells amazing.
It does. It smells amazing. Let's trace it with just black. Okay.
Oh, man. I like that.
Yeah, you can definitely taste that in the background.
Yeah.
All right, so I meant to get something to pour the sugar.
It's not too bitter. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying? It's got but just enough. It's good.
All right, so I'm gonna try it with a little bit of sugar here. See how I like it. Then I'm gonna also try it with some creamer after that.
All right. Oh yeah, I'm toast.
You can get you some sugar out of there with your spoon if you want. I didn't want to use my spoon because it was already in my coffee.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do like you do. I'm gonna just shake it up in there.
Okay. The sugar really does help accent the flavor. I ain't gonna lie. I need a little bit more.
Let's see. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch diabetes.
Right. I gotta be careful.
Now, listen, man, you gotta watch that shit.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ghostface, man. I love the packaging too.
Oh, man.
The packaging is dope. It's got the Ghost logo on it. You know what I mean? I love the theme of each coffee. He got a bunch of different types, but I just tried these 3 for now. So yeah.
Oh, Jadakiss made the coffee too, right?
Yeah, Jadakiss is Kiss Cafe.
Okay,
so we're gonna try that too.
Yeah, next time. Yeah, we'll do that next.
All right. So
and I'll purchase those.
All right,
you know what I'm saying? Since you got these.
All right. So yeah, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. I love it with a little bit of sugar, and I'm about to try it now with a little bit of creamer, just see how that goes.
The coffee rules everything around me.
Yes,
Cream,
sir.
get the money.
Dollar bill. And we're just using some regular, like just vanilla creamer.
Yeah, vanilla cream. We ain't even plugging them because, not that we shouldn't plug them, but you know what I'm saying? Because they're around our state, but they got enough plugging.
Right.
They all right.
Oh yeah, that's dope right there. That's dope right there.
Very nice right there.
Yes, sir.
Spicy, you know what I'm saying? With the flavors. You know what I'm saying?
Ghostface, you got a winner on that one.
Yes, sir. Honestly, yes.
Yes, sir. So we got the Shaolin cannoli so far. That is a hit for both of us.
Yes. And
we're gonna try more in the future. So I'm gonna sit these to the side. But yeah, those is, man.
Yeah, that's good, man.
That's good right there.
And also, this is a friendly reminder to support Black businesses.
Absolutely.
You know, we got to shout out Curtis. He took his time and like, hey, man, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for my man's right here. And we got it together. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Bong, bong.
Bong, bong.
Bong, bong,
man. Yeah, man. Next time we're gonna have to try that the marble cake. You know what I mean? That one sounds the most interesting to me because Ghostface always kind of made that reference on the old Wu tracks. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get my clocks and I'm gonna do it like this, and it's gonna be dripping like it's marble cake." You know what I mean? So I'm kind of anxious to try that one.
Yeah.
All right, where my notes at?
How was your week?
So my week has been good. I have no complaints. I've just been working and, trying to stay out of trouble, man. That's about it. Okay, here we go. But yeah, man, my week has been good. You know what I mean? Just been working hard, trying to stay up. My man Sadat X, matter of fact, he was in the hospital. I think I think he might have just got out.
Okay, shout out.
Yeah, I think I tried to send it to you on Instagram or something, but he's doing all right. He had some sort of situation, but he's progressing, and he's been making a lot of little skit videos from the hospital, just bugging out, keeping his spirits up. And so he's doing better, so that's good, man. You know what I mean? Sadat X, keep your head up. I feel like there's some people that passed away, but I cannot remember, so we're going to have to skip that for this week. So we're going to go ahead and you want to jump into the birthdays right now? Well, actually, I didn't ask you how your week was. My bad.
Man, nah, man. No, you said, man, fuck this nigga. Fuck this nigga how he said. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this nigga. Fuck his week. Fuck the whole shit. Nah, my week, bitch.
My bad, son. My bad.
No, it's been pretty good. Actually, I'm working on my new job.
Okay.
I can't tell y'all what that is because, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Confidentiality, all that other stuff.
You know what I mean? Let's just say we meet people in back alleys and make deals, son.
You know what I'm saying? Make
deals, son.
Make offers to change the few, son. You know what I mean? But nah, anyway, so I'm doing that. Might be some switching around, which I'll talk to you about that later on after the show.
Okay.
I might be having a chance at my job to work on a project.
Okay.
Well, not necessarily a project, but my supervisor went to Mexico about a couple of weeks ago, and the stuff that they're bringing to that job, they're actually trying to, that he learned from Mexico, let me say. So now they're going to bring it up to the job. I didn't think it was going to be this quick, though. I thought it was going to be maybe, June or something. But I think what they're trying to do, they're trying to fight the tariffs and all that other stuff. So they're trying to do everything quick as possible. So, yeah, there will be, basically, I'll be building like a server. So, yeah, man, I'm stoked about that.
That's what's up, man.
Stoked about that.
I'm glad to hear that, man. It's always good when you're excited about something. You know what I mean? So can't go wrong with that. How's everything else with the family?
Oh yeah, we good. We went and saw Sinners this past weekend. Took my mom and my fiance.
I was considering that. Was it good?
Man, listen. You need to see that. I think as Black people, everybody needs to see that because there's so many jewels in it. So much, so much hidden, like the messaging and all that stuff. I mean, you can, don't get me wrong, you don't have to look to it as far as like, I got to look at the exoteric and you ain't got to do all that. You can go in it for entertainment purposes as well.
Right.
Ryan Coogler did a good job in the movie. Michael B. Jordan killed it as always. It was cool because he actually played twin brothers.
2 roles,
and that was cool. So like when you first saw it, it was cool because like one was smoking on a cigarette, then he'll pass another brother. It was cool. So their character's name is the one guy in the blue. His name was Smoke.
Okay.
The other guy that he played was Stack. So, and it's kind of funny because it's played to my fiance, my late uncle. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
He had there was this guy he knew. I think his name was Jack or something like that, but his name was like Stack something. I forget. It started with a B. So every time he saw a dog, it's like, damn, that dog looked like Stack. So when I found out like my man's name was Stack, I was like, yo, I'm glued in already.
Right. That was probably real nostalgic for you. Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I gotta see that. I'm going to the movies this weekend to see the new Marvel joint, Thunderbolts.
Oh, yo, yeah.
I might make it a double feature and just stick around and see Sinners as well, because I wasn't sure about that.
Yeah, because I kind of want to see. I might roll with you with I gotta check with my fiance first.
All
See
right.
what we doing, but I might roll with you to see that Thunderbolts, yo. Cause they're saying that was one of the best movies since Endgame.
Mm-hmm. I heard the same thing. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. I'm definitely a Marvel fan from the comics. You know what I mean? I'm not like heavy nerdy into it where I keep up with all the minute details, but you know, I know enough about it that I love, you know, how they bring the comics to the movies and all that, you know what I mean? So shout out to Marvel on that one. I'm excited because like you said, everybody been saying good things about this one. But all right, I will go ahead and jump into some birthday shout outs and then we'll come back and do some music after that. All right, so back on April 26th, we had my man Core Mega from Queens.
Core Mega.
Yes, sir. And then we also had my man Jamal from the Def Squad. Happy birthday to both of them on the same day. On April 28th, we had my man Too Short, as well as Big Gip. You know what I mean? Big Gip representing the South, Too Short representing the West Coast, the Bay Area.
Yeah.
April 29th, we got my man Master P.
This ain't no motherfucking P.
Yo, that'll never get old, yo.
Let me hear you say,
Ain't no motherfucker. Yes, sir. But happy birthday to Master P. On April 30th, we got my man Travis Scott. We also got Lloyd Banks and Wonder Mike from the Sugar Hill Gang. So yeah.
I'm Wonder Mike, and I'd like to say hello.
So yeah, happy birthday to all of them. On May 1st, we got YNW Melly. Happy birthday to him. May 3rd, we got my man Designer. Happy birthday to him. May 5th, we got my man Chris Breezy. I know he's a singer, but that dude raps his ass off. And, you know, he kind of embarrassed the rapper. You know, we're not going to say no names, but, you know.
He actually recommended our show.
Right, yeah. So. But we also got on the same day High Tech, DJ and producer. And then also on the same day, Recognized, rapper extraordinaire. Right. On May 6th, we got my man Meek Mill and also MC Search.
Yeah,
so happy birthday.
MC Search.
Yes, sir. May 7th, we got my man Big Noid representing Queens.
Noid.
Yeah. On May 9th, we got Ghostface Killah. Perfect timing since we just tried to Killah Koffee. I don't know how that coincided. You know, that just worked out. You know what I mean? We didn't plan that. Yeah. So, and then on May 10th, I'll end it off with Craig Mack. Happy birthday and rest in peace to him. And Young MC. Happy birthday to him.
You want it? You got it. Sorry.
Yeah, bust the move.
Yes, sir.
So that's it for my birthdays. Happy birthday to all of them. And I'm going to go ahead and drop a couple of music joints that I heard about that's making some waves here. So Sean Price's widow, Bernadette Price, dropped an album. It's called A Widow's Cry. And she actually got bars, man. She's dropped music before, but this is the first one that I'm really up on. And so I've heard like 3 songs from it, and it's pretty dope. So y'all need to check that out, support that. Because you could tell she learned from P. You know what I mean? Like, she got that flow like him. Like, okay, he taught me a little something. So Sean Price really gave her some bars.
That's what's up. She got people like on the boot camp click.
She's on Duck Down, and I think she is pretty much down with. Yeah, but she got a lot of features on there too. So I think Boot Camp might be on there because she got a lot of features on there.
Yeah.
All right, and then my man RJ Payne announced that him and Method Man are also working on a collab album that will be out later this year.
Nice.
Yeah. They haven't come up with an album yet, but he just said, I guess he proposed the idea to Meth, like, yo, let's drop a joint together, and Meth agreed. So he just kind of announced, okay, it's official, we're doing it. It'll be out later this year. My man Nims, he did a song with a dude named Coyote called Best Served Cold. I mean, Nims is one of the hardest out of New York, representing Coney Island, Brooklyn, in that area. I love everything Nims does. You know what I mean? Dude is just crazy with it. And I like the little videos he does where he be like, "Yo,
don't you ever disrespect me?"
Yeah, that dude is
I ain't
funny.
seen him in a while, but this shit's hilarious.
Yeah, man. I follow his channel, so I'm always up on that. But also, and last but not least, Benny the Butcher is releasing the joint Friday, which by the time this is uploaded, that'll be Friday. It's called Excelsior. I'm saying it like Marvel Comics, Excelsior. But it's coming out this Friday. It's a whole album. So, but that's how Stan Lee used to say it, Excelsior. I used to love that. So yeah, that's it for my music. So y'all need to go check some of them joints out, man, because yeah, if you're looking for real hip hop, that's it right there. Ain't none of them need to be slept on. All right, so we can go ahead and jump into your question of the day right now.
Okay, so again, we try not to make this a political show. I will say though, and if you're a person of melanated color, you have to understand why I'm asking this question. We are in some pretty much fork in the road. Fork in the road times. This is like definitely a paradigm shift. We think we talked about that when we was on the last show. A shift is coming in power, very rapidly, I might add you. So my question is, I don't know if anybody is from, in our audience is familiar with Ibrahim Touré. I've been kind of keeping up with him for a little bit. What this young man has did in Africa is beyond like extraordinary. What he has done, he kicked the French out. He has, started doing his tomato processing plants. They actually said he's actually making electric cars, which I actually heard. I don't know if it's him. I actually heard there was a guy in Africa that was making a car. I think it was like an electric car that runs off of radio waves.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the same guy.
That would be dope.
So yeah, so that's crushing Tesla. And but anyway, there now, since he's doing all this stuff, he's taking care of the people. Now, people saying, "Oh, he's a threat. Oh, he's a dictator. Oh, he's up there, got free health care for everybody." It sounds like terrorism.
Right.
The people,
always terrorism. Yeah. They love that word.
So now what the U.S. did, they dragged out one of the black generals. I think, I don't know his whole name. I know he goes by, his last name is Laney. And this mug, I mean, I'm sorry. This mug looked like an Uncle Tom ass. Like, yeah, we'll go out there and get him.
Wow.
And I'm like, dude, and so black people are really upset. Not only black people, there's a lot of people upset about this because it's like, listen, like this dude's actually turning stuff around and taking care of his country. Like, why y'all trying to pressure? Well, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, not to get too political, but my question to tie this in with what we do, Ibrahim Touré, how, or should I say, what should hip hop do to protect him, or at least stand with him? What should they do?
I definitely think we should support that, man, because we need I think we need some maybe some of the rappers can go over there to his area, do some promotional concerts to help him, raise money. What part of Africa did it say? What part he's
Burkina Faso. I think. Let me do some. Actually, let me see here if I can look it up. Because let's see.
But yeah, we definitely need to support that, man, because if he making major moves and he don't want to be colonized and all of that, just for that they calling him a terrorist and all that. To me that's just stupid, man. It's crazy wicked.
Well, if we wanted to go, it's a day and 16 hours from Greensboro.
Damn, almost 2 days.
Yeah. So he's actually took a page out of Ghana's book, which it's funny because it's right above Ghana.
Oh, okay.
He's actually saying like, hey, y'all come here as African American, you get free citizenship.
Free citizenship?
Like my man,
bro.
My man said, "Come on
Hey,
down." My man said,
my
"Come
man.
on."
I might be taking you up on that offer.
My man said, "Just come on down, and we
Hey.
got you. Don't even worry about. Even if you get here, we got applications. Like he's building stuff, man.
Yeah, he trying to build a whole infrastructure, man.
I mean, me personally. I mean, I don't like now that I, you know, with a fiance or whatnot. I can't really move. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just like we up. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm telling you, man, a lot of people want to take him up on that offer. Though.
Yeah,
and if you see us where we do videos in the split screen and I'm in different locations, that's what it is. I done went to Africa.
See Curtis gonna change his accent like, "Hello, Howie, how are you?
How are you, my friend?
From the culture."
Yes, enjoying the hip hop.
Yes,
my friend.
Yeah, the hip hop, hip hop.
Yo,
yes, my friends.
Be wearing all kind of animal prints and dashikis and all that. You know what I mean? So.
He gonna have a woman feeding him grapes and hopping on one leg and shit.
Well, I've been considering moving one day. I ain't gonna lie. So that may be in my list.
So I mean, just to add to what you were saying, I think. First off, were you done with your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm good.
To add to what you're saying, I think, especially, and I'm not trying to say this because of like, oh my God, because I get it. I understand people kind of, with the whole Kendrick Lamar thing, but Kendrick Lamar would be I think it would be great if him, definitely some of the older rappers, definitely Nas, most definitely. And honestly, even Jay-Z, although I don't think he would be up for it because I don't think it wouldn't line with his interests, to be honest.
It might not. I mean, I think if you want to stay relevant, it would be good
but I think it would be good to align because man, this is called this black people like all over look, they even saying like something happened to them. Listen, we about to go ham. And I don't think they want that. I don't think the West is really ready for that.
Exactly.
Because one thing, with the whole thing with the election and stuff, black people have been eerily quiet.
Yep.
And they cannot stand that.
Exactly.
They cannot stand that.
Exactly.
So that's the thing that's kind of been upsetting them. But and it ain't just Africans. Like I said, there's a lot of people upset about it because it's like, look, this man is doing his job and doing his work. Why are y'all trying to do this? And the reason why they're trying to, they know that they need to subjugate, because once this man stands up, especially to a Western power, it's pretty much going to tumble. They need Africa. I mean, come on now.
Yeah,
we know.
They
need us.
More than they admit.
They need us subjugated. They need Africa under their subjugation. Because that's the thing. Africa's been around longer than any of these civilizations. You might give the Americas before it was colonized, and then like China. But as far as that's about it. Like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I think if they go through with this with the West and stuff, they trying to, and on their side, I do get it because this is their last little grasp of power.
Yeah,
I get it because after this, the shit switching. I'm telling you. So, but I think just to get back, because like I said, I don't want to get too political, but I think hip hop definitely, some of the young artists and stuff too, really need to pay attention to this. And if they siding with, France and all these people, and it's going to be kind of hard for them to do, because hell, China's already let the shit out the bag, literally like about how the bag and stuff is. So y'all can't get people with materialism because I mean you can get some people, but not everybody. Yeah. Materialism and all that stuff anymore. They even I think they came out talking about the watches too. Like, yeah, them watches they making. I didn't get the chance to watch all that stuff, but I say them watches and stuff, like they make that and you know you can get it for, you know, a lower price than what they so but yeah, not to get too political. And I know I've been talking for a grip, but yeah, I think hip hop needs to step in. I mean, because hell, hip hop stepped in for the Cubans when that disaster happened. That was in 2017. I remember Static Selector. Shout out Static Selector. He said hip hop has done more for Cuba than the United States.
That's a damn shame.
That's a damn shame that hip hop,
the whole country, more than the whole country.
Yeah, so I would love to see hip hop shine on this, and if they don't, not that I'm going to say like fuck hip hop, but it would really leave a bad taste in my mouth because it'd be like, man, like y'all really need to be with because this directly affects you. Yeah. I don't give a fuck if you are a white rapper or not. This directly affects you. You know what I'm saying? It does. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, man. We need to see y'all stepping up, man, because, you know, especially, you know, the veterans, I think, too. You know what I mean? But the young rappers as well. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. But yeah, man, I guess we can go ahead and jump into a couple of topics. We only got a couple, you know, so we're not going to keep y'all too long.
Yeah. Sorry about the rant, y'all. I'm just
you good, man.
Passionate about it right now.
So, real quick, Howie was telling me that Salt and Pepper and Outkast are being inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So we got to give that a little bit of clap here. Yes, sir. Now, I looked it up, and it said that it's going to happen later this year in November. So that's when it's going to happen. So I will definitely be looking for that because we had a pretty good one last year. And so I love to see stuff like that. So, yeah, Outkast, I think the new generation don't know enough about them. You know what I mean? I think that they really need to know more about those types of groups, and Salt and Pepper, of course. But Outkast is a little more recent. You know what I mean? Salt and Pepper kind of stopped doing music back in the 90s and I think early 2000s. But Outkast, you know, they didn't really stop making music until like the 2010s or somewhere in that area. So, you know, I'm glad that both of them are getting in there because it's not an easy space to get into. You know what I mean? So shout out to them. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, I hope they get it. I'm looking at the Rolling Stones site right now. Yeah, but yeah, it's quite a bit of good groups. Outkast, you know, Outkast and Salt and Pepper from hip hop.
Yeah, who else
I'd definitely like to see Soundgarden in it because they definitely need to be in there.
I can see them being in there. Yeah,
the White Stripes, which I could see Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper should have been in there. Yeah, I don't know how she ain't been in there.
Maybe not, but I mean, but yeah, Bad Company.
I think she's worthy of it. You know what I mean? But you know, that's just me. I like Cyndi Lauper, but
she's dope. Bad Company, Chubby Checker.
Chubby Checker, wow, okay.
Joe Crocker, which I'm surprised he's not in there.
Right, I would have thought he would have already been in there.
Warren Zevon, Tom Bell, Nikki Hopkins, Carol Kay, and Lenny Warnocker. Now these I'm not familiar with. I know Joe Crocker. They might be people from like groups, or whatnot. So yeah, I hope that they'll. Well, I know they're not gonna get both of them, so it's gonna be one. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see Salt and Pepper, from like the old school standpoint because they was before Outkast. So I kind of got mixed feelings on it. I would love to see Outkast get it. Just because it's just kind of hard because really they are both really impactful for
Right.
hip hop. They
Exactly.
really, I mean, you can't deny like what Salt and Pepper did. Like they did that whole thing with In Vogue, the What a Man video joint.
Yep.
Like that was dope. Like, man, you got female rappers and female singers.
Yep.
Like that
and Vogue was my favorite singing group too.
That was dope. Yo, that was crazy.
Yep.
So you know what I'm saying? So you got those things. But Outkast, man, man, that's just listen.
Man,
listen.
I'm telling you, man, if Andre 3000 wouldn't have stopped making music, I think they would still be touring right now.
Dude.
I think it's only because of him that they don't really do tours.
Outkast would have been like one of the greatest hip hop groups ever.
Yeah. Ever. Agreed.
But I mean, I get what Andre was talking about. It's just like kind of like what Kendrick was trying to talk about. There's no fucking competition. Everybody's saying the same shit.
Just repackaged.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna put a blue label on it. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna put a purple label. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm gonna put an orange label on it. You know what I mean?
Orange joint.
So yeah. It's repackaged.
Yeah, it's just the same shit. And then it'd be like lame ass niggas come up. Yeah, so I'm gonna get in the car. Get in the expensive car. Add an expensive car here. Expensive car. And then I'm gonna jump out with the gators.
Yeah,
when I jump
be
out
surrounded
with the gators,
by bad bitches.
I'll be surrounded by bad bitches. And then I go into the club.
Insert bad bitches here.
And then with club money, I'm gonna throw the club money out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do this, and then and then I get back in the car, and like, nigga, really? Shit is boring.
It's whack, man.
Shit is boring.
Shit is old, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. You know, but that's what it is nowadays. You know what I mean? Just find a way to repackage the same old shit. But yeah. So you know, I just definitely wanted to shout out Salt and Pepper and Outkast and all of the groups that's getting in there. I only highlight them because that's hip hop, and we try to focus on that.
Yep.
So shout out to them, and we will report on it more after it airs and all that. Because I usually try to record it when it airs on TV and all that good stuff.
Yep.
All right, so what you want to talk about next?
Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the Kendrick GNX tour.
GNX tour, man.
I think it kicked off in Texas, Houston.
That's what's up.
There was, what was it? Some Twitter account, Aubrey's lawyer. He was saying like, the ticket sales were low. Kendrick can't sell any tickets.
Shut the fuck up.
And a fan came out and was like, look, first of all, listen, the joint sold out. It's like you see all that right there. Like Houston came out for Kendrick. I'm happy for it. I would love to go see it. It's coming to Charlotte this week. I talked to a coworker and she said that she was going. I'm like, yo, you gotta tell me what it was like, because I mean that's history, man. I mean, as far as hip hop, I mean, think about it. We spoke about this. Hip hop was on its way out. Like they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin in hip hop.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I'm not saying that it's all of his fault, but I believe Drake had something to do with that shit too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, and it's just not just him, but everybody is just like trying to be buddy and friend. And that what Kendrick was saying, like, no, we can't, we gotta compete.
Right.
We gotta compete. I mean, and just like this morning I was listening to a commentator, they were saying this, like, they got all this. I think it was orchestrated to make Drake fall because blase. I'm like, first of all, it was like, that's why they came with the defamation. I said, first of all, it's like this. Listen, you forget, Drake and J. Cole dissed Kendrick first on First Person Shooter. Like, I ain't gonna just sit there. And then on top of that, in the battle, they J. Cole bowed out. You know what I'm saying? I give him that, even though that was, we come to find out that was kind of a bitch move. But I mean, I still got love for J. Cole because we Carolina. I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
gotta do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing of it is like Drake didn't do nothing. Like Drake just like, oh, he was just in the battle and he said nothing but good things. And he did not talk about this man's wife and his seed
Right.
and his friend being the father of that seed.
Mm-hmm.
So when now you come up here and get hit and like you come over here try to hit my man in the chin, you get whopped in your mouth.
Exactly.
Now you want to cry
now
like
you
want to bitch.
Cry.
Yeah, so she's like a bitch. So yeah, so I mean, and the thing of it is too, the lawsuit, all this stuff is detrimental to Drake's legacy. I remember I was just thinking back in a couple of years ago, I was before I was talking to Brittany, I was trying to talk to this one girl, but she played the Drake song talking about if I die, I'ma be a fucking legend. I'm like, and I'm thinking about it, and it's like, and she's like, yeah, I'm like, this song is dry as shit.
Right.
And it's like, what the fuck are he being a legend of? Like, what?
Exactly.
And then that's the thing, is just like everybody was so good with like being the sport being mediocre, and mediocrity is like, man, what are we doing?
What are we doing, man? I mean, and it's really sad because, no matter what Kendrick does, somebody, whether it's Drake himself or his followers or stans or whatever, they're going to try to downplay everything Kendrick does. You know what I mean? Because they just salty. They're still hurting. You know what I mean? And they don't want to admit it. You know what I mean?
But
so
they can't outshine greatness, man.
Right.
It's
you can't.
You can't.
There's nothing that you can do.
That's the only that's the reason they hate this man. They hate this man because they know he's great.
Mm-hmm.
They know he's great.
Facts.
He's been doing this thing. So yeah. So shout out to SZA, because SZA's been doing the thing too with the tour.
Mm-hmm.
They actually did something. I think they did one of his the songs that Drake was in.
Mm-hmm.
There was two songs. There was one song that Drake did with Kendrick. I think this was back with Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
They did it without Drake's part, and then SZA did that one song that she's featured on with Drake without Drake, and what they were trying to show the crowd that, well, you really don't need Drake in order to enjoy the song.
Right.
So what does that tell you?
Not that big of a factor. It's just not that big of a factor, buddy.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man, I think it's sad that it's still happening like that, but, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Drake, you're going to have to just let it go. I mean, I'm glad you still got you some fans and all of that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's just the principle of you lost the battle. Just let it go.
And I will say that No Kia song ain't too bad. Like, I think it's, I think it's a decent song. I'm not, I'm saying, I'm not going to be like bumping in the car and shit.
Right.
But from what I heard, it's a pretty decent song.
Okay.
But like I said, I problem I have with Drake fans, especially like I don't want to get, people in it, but they're not they're not hip hop fans.
Right.
They're not hip hop fans. They don't understand how this goes. Like, oh, Kendrick shouldn't have said that. Nah, this is war.
Right.
And the battle.
Mm-hmm.
And and then again, like I said, this lady, she was talking about like, well, yeah, he had this stuff prefabricated and he already had rhymes already ready. I said, that's what rappers do.
Right.
I was like, KRS-One said himself, he's like, if anything happened, somebody pop off, no disrespect, but I got shit ready for y'all.
Yeah.
I got shit ready for all the top 10 rappers. No disrespect.
Exactly.
If you pop off, I got something for you.
He said he write one every year. Yeah. Just in case.
Listen, listen. My man, stay ready. I can't hate on that.
Yeah, can't hate on that.
You gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
And it ain't about him hating on nobody. He just saying, I'm prepared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody comes at me, I already got one in the chamber. You know what I mean?
That's how rap is, man. Look, I'm fucking going.
Yeah.
Getting ready. Hey, you say some shit about me, Papa, I'm jumping out the window. We about to do it.
Yep.
Shit, we gotta do that.
Yeah.
That's how it go.
So yeah, man, y'all let us know what y'all think about that. You know what I mean? Do you support the GNX tour? Are you like a Drake fan and you like, oh, screw GNX, he's a whack rapper? Which, where you stand at? Or do you not care? You like both of them? You know what I mean? You might even like both. So, ain't nothing wrong with that too. But, leave us some comments, so we can discuss, you know what I mean? You want to talk a little bit about your boy?
Listen, man.
Before we roll out.
Listen, man.
we gotta say something about Kanye.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm gonna stand with 50 Cent on that one. A nigga got a log out, yo. I wasn't ready for that shit.
Log out, man. I mean, get off the internet, Kanye, because I mean...
Matter of fact, I'm gonna call in work right now, tell him I gotta go to bed.
I mean, I wonder, man. I just wonder about him sometimes. It's like, is it just a little bit of clout chasing? Is it the meds? What is it, man? We got to get some answers one of these days. I mean, he talked about how he would have rather have had kids with Paris Hilton than Kim Kardashian, which neither one of them are anything to brag about. So I don't know where you're going with that.
And to say that, but you have a pretty daughter like, her name is Northwest.
Yeah, Northwest. Yeah, they got 4 kids, I think. Don't they got like 4?
Yeah, but I know the one that did the song, Pretty Girl. I mean, she's literally him.
Yeah.
I can look at her face like, yep, that's him.
Yeah.
But it's pretty black girl.
Just like Blue Ivy, she's a perfect mixture of Jay and Beyonce. Perfect mixture.
Yeah. And it's crazy. She's 13 now.
I know. It's crazy.
It's like, listen, I know they're not our kids, but when you get a certain age, kids growing up, that shit, it's like, I see why it used to drive me nuts because like when I was a kid, it's like, man, what the fuck? I've been here. But when you've been here, like on the earth for a good while, and you see kids grow up, that shit crazy. That shit crazy.
Crazy, man.
It's like, man, you're so big, you just So,
but my thing is for Kanye, to say something like that, your kids may grow up resenting you for saying something like that. Like, I wish this lady wasn't your mother. You know what I mean? Even though you're thinking about yourself in that moment, you're not really thinking about the kids. You don't know how they're going to feel about that. They may look at you like, wow, that's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Even the fact that he wanted Kim to get an abortion.
Right,
when Northwest was, when she was pregnant with Northwest.
Yeah, it's like all of this stuff is going to come back on you, bro. Yeah. And I mean, apologies ain't going to fix it. You know what I mean? Apologies ain't going to fix that when your kids get older. And then, you spouting off stuff about what you did with your cousin. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, what is wrong with you? Why would you just put that out there?
I think it's a cry for help.
Yeah.
This man really needs help. I think right. I want to shout out Deleted, a channel. I like the way he did it. He didn't tear him down or try to make fun of him or like, because he did this thing called the Pack Out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, them shits be hilarious.
Okay.
But he does respect Kanye. That's one of his idols. But I like the way he talked about it because he does need help. He needs help.
He needs a lot of help.
You know what I'm saying? But and his position is kind of hard. I mean, because there was times, they put up the stuff about that Canadian trainer. When he was saying those disparaging things. I won't get into that.
Right.
But he was actually proving people right. And he was like, look, these people are doing this people doing that. And he was up there saying like, hey, this guy was in charge of my medication. I was taking my medication. He could have slipped a pill in there and I could have been just out.
Absolutely.
He could have just switched it. And that's what I'm saying. So he does need help, but who does he trust?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because really, you don't know when he's up at that level. You don't know who really got his best interest at heart. You don't know if someone sent that person or that therapist for to be like an agent. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I kind of get why he's spouting out, for help, but it's just like, man.
Yeah, it is, man. It's crazy, but I hope he gets some help, man. I'm just trying to. All I can do is keep him in my thoughts, man.
Yeah.
Kanye. So, but I think that's pretty much all we wanted to throw at y'all today. For episode 28. You got anything else you want to throw out before we wrap it up?
No. I was gonna say too, like we want to try to do. Man, we've been in talks. We're gonna try to do a day at downtown, kind of promote the show a little bit, ask some questions to people.
Yeah.
We want to try to get a little bit more proactive and a little bit more, I would say, consistent, because I know we haven't really been as consistent, so we want to try to do that, and we want to try to give y'all, not that we're a product, but a good product, and we want to be able to make sure that you guys enjoy us, and that we get feedback from you guys, and y'all check us out on the channel. You want to chime in on some stuff. We want to try to offer, like I said, we just talk about hip hop, and shit like that. We try to make this like a barbershop type experience, like, hey, well, this do this, and that do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it is. So,
yeah.
But yeah, thank you all for checking us out. Like I said, we're trying to work on some stuff. Yeah. I think that's it.
All right. And any of y'all who follow the channel, we're open to suggestions. We definitely are going to get more interactive. And please don't forget, hit those buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters. We appreciate y'all. And one more time, shout out to Ghostface for the Killah Koffee.
Ghostface Killah!
Definitely a W. We got a W.
For the Woo Wednesday.
Yeah. So we're gonna definitely do more taste tests on that. Like I said, I got other kinds that we got. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna try to do the Jada. I'm gonna look into the
Kiss Cafe.
Yeah, the Kiss Coffee.
Yeah. Definitely gonna do Kiss Cafe at some point too. So yeah, we want to support that because my man's on his grown man business, letting y'all know, rappers ain't gotta just rap. They can have entrepreneurials. You know what I mean? Entrepreneurships and all of that.
Yep.
But anyway, y'all, for Layers of the Culture, episode 28, this is your man Kurt. And this is
Howie.
And we'll see y'all on the next one.